Welcome to this head-to-head for the main event for Top Tier's Diligence Show, taking place on September the 7th from the Brentwood Centre in Essex, live on DAZN. And the main event is for the vacant Commonwealth Silver welterweight title between ELLIOT and LLOYD GERMAIN. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
This fight for the vacant Commonwealth Silver title, what were you making of it when it got proposed to you?
Yeah, well, it was meant to be for the IBO European title first. And to be fair, Lloyd took the fight, but they said no because of his last fight. So eventually this one got vacant and we got made for the title, you know what I mean? So yeah, happy days really. I was always going to fight anyway really, so it's all good.
And Lloyd, what did you make of it? Obviously, we didn't know which title it was before, but it is still for a title.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it wasn't for the IBO in the end, but like Elliot just said, we're both going to get it on, and there's going to be another title on the line, being the Commonwealth Silver title. So it's great for us both, you know what I mean?
Have you had your eye on each other for a while in terms of you thought you were going to fight, or how much do you know of each other?
Nah, not really. To be fair, maybe before the Conor Walker fight, I thought we're quite close in the rankings, you know what I mean? So could have fought, but then obviously that happened, and then I've been on my own little journey, but we've crossed paths now and we can get it on in a couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like I said, people have asked me, oh, do you know Elliot? I said, funny enough, we've known each other off social media for some time, and I think even in the past, switched each other up for our previous fights. So, like you say, anyone who's in the same weight division of you and who's knocking around the same rankings as you always got to keep an eye on them. So yeah, but it's not like I've singled Elliot out and followed every single step he's made in his career, and I'd like to say he probably hasn't done the same as myself. But yeah, we're both welterweights, both around the same ranking. So it's someone obviously we could have crossed paths. So yeah, I'm fortunate now to obviously be fighting each other for the Commonwealth Silver title come September the 7th.
Yeah, and very similar records, both 10 fights into your pro career. Lloyd, do you see yourself as the underdog in this fight, or do you see it as a real 50-50? Because I did see that you said you're here to upset the apple cart. So do you see yourself as the underdog?
Obviously, if you go off my last performance, people are probably going to say I am the underdog, obviously, because I'm coming into the fight off a loss. But at the end of the day, it's a 50-50 fight. We're both in there to win. Like you say, we both had 10 fights. This is both our 11th fight. So obviously, come September the 7th, I believe the best man will win. But it's not like, oh yeah, I'm a journeyman and I'm coming in here just by luck. But no, it's a 50-50 fight, I believe, yeah. So I'm relishing it and I can't wait for it now.
And Elliot, you are undefeated. Do you feel any pressure in being undefeated, continuing that record?
Nah.
Or is that irrelevant to this?
It's irrelevant, you know what I mean? I got beaten in amateurs. It's not like I've never lost a fight before, you know what I mean? I'm just coming here to win, and like I always do, and I'll turn up and get the job done.
Now, we've got about 3 weeks till the fight,
Yep.
so you're deep in camp at the moment.
Yep.
How is it going, and have you made changes based on the fact that you're facing Lloyd?
Nah, because I only found out we was fighting about a week ago, I think. You know what I mean? Obviously, I knew a few weeks ago, like I said, for the IBO, he accepted the fight, so I thought, oh, maybe they might change the title, and it could. But nothing changes in camp, really. Just hard work and get the job done. That's it. Just training to get the job done. Oh.
And anything changed in this camp, based off the defeat last time out? Have you changed anything? Obviously, you have got a new team as well.
Yeah, I've got a new team. Obviously, I'm training with now with Lee, but Lee was someone I trained alongside with for years, so it's not like I've jumped to a totally different ship, if that makes sense. And no, nothing's changed. Obviously, I just make sure each camp I go into, I'm prepared. And obviously, come September the 7th, the best LLOYD GERMAIN will be turning up on the night. I don't really tweak my camp for my opponent as such, you know what I mean? Obviously, I just focus on what I've got to do throughout the camp. And like Elliot said, train hard throughout camp and obviously getting on September the 7th.
Yeah, in case people don't know, Lee Selby is now your coach, former world champion. How is that going? He's got technically a new stable, although it's people that he's trained with and around. Yeah. It's a new setup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a new setup, but I believe it's a setup that I needed, if that makes sense. I'm hungry now. I've got that extra bit of drive back, and obviously learning from someone who's a former world champion, a very good friend of mine, is someone I'm honoured to have. Obviously training me throughout my career now. So yeah, big hats off to Lee as well.
So this fight, you know a little bit about each other. What are you preparing for? What can we expect on the 7th? What kind of fight is this going to be?
I'm not too sure. We'll find out on the night, you know what I mean? Obviously, I think he'll be better than his last fight. Although I thought he had a good first round in that fight, I think can't really go off that last fight, you know what I mean? Because if you look on the box where he's beaten, unbeaten fight, I beat someone 15-1 or 2 or something like that. So I'm expecting a good fight. But I don't know, man. Just going to get in there and fight, you know what I mean? Should be good.
And Lloyd, what are you expecting on the night?
Yeah, I'm expecting a tough fight. Like obviously, Elliot's got a good record. He's undefeated, so he's not in there just to roll over us. Obviously, it's an opportunity for him to win his first title also, and it's an opportunity for me to win my third title. So I'm hungry as ever, and come September the 7th, like you said, we're going to get in there and we'll both have it off. So yeah.
Do you think the distance, 10 rounds, is going to come into it? You've done 10 rounds before. This will be your first 10 rounder. Do you think that comes into play?
Nah, I'm fit, man. I'm fit. I'll train hard. Do you know what I mean? So I can do the rounds. I'll do the rounds in the gym, so I don't get all paranoid like, oh, I haven't done the rounds. You know what I mean? It's what it is. If it goes 10 rounds, it goes 10 rounds. If it don't, it don't. So it is what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly the same. Like I said, I've done it before, but then I've boxed over 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds. So it's a fight. Yeah, I've had 10-round fights and I've won in 5 rounds. You know what I mean? So don't really look too much at the 10-round distance. You know what I mean?
And what does it mean, the fact that you are main event on this show, both first time on Top Tier Show, and you're also live on DAZN? You've fought on DAZN before, but what does that mean, being main event?
Yeah, massive. It's a huge opportunity, and I've said massive shout out and thank you to Johnny. Obviously, shout out to Elliot as well. We both took the fight. Do you know what I mean? A lot of fighters probably would have ducked away and said, "Oh, do we really want it?" But no, we're both fighting men. We're both going to put it on the line come September the 7th, and I'm sure everyone who tunes in on DAZN will be in for a great fight.
And what does it mean, the fact that you're headlining?
Yeah, it feels good to headline my first ever. I think, no, actually, it might be my second, but I think it's only because of a pull-out, you know what I mean? So this is my first proper one headlining, so yeah, I'm happy. My first titles, yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Any final words for each other before we do the face-off?
No, I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, see you September the 7th.
That's it, man. You know what I mean?
Brilliant. Well, best of luck to both
Thank
of you.
you.
That
Thank
is our main event on the Top Tier Diligence Show, taking place September the 7th.
Thank you.